Is asset management the same as wealth management? Okay, I've done a series of videos on wealth management, and this is going to continue. I'll probably do several more. So, if you're a member of the retail investing public, you might find this interesting because my focus on this is going to be to the industry. So, if you're a financial advisor or you're in the financial services industry, I want to address you directly. The clients are confused about this term, wealth management. Now, in other videos, I've talked about how I personally don't like the term because it was invented by firms that mainly focus on the wealth and the money as opposed to the clients. So no judgment there. And there are many firms that are set up that are designed for investment managements exclusively. They don't really even much know the client, nor do they know the client's objectives or much about them. They are simply money managers or investment managers, and they focus on wealth management. Well, let me tell you, I've seen the data on this. The problem with it is the clients are confused. So wealth management in the mind of the client means different things to different people. And I can tell you, coming from the industry, it definitely means different things depending on what firm you're in. Now, I've said before, this term wealth management is it's a marketing term. It doesn't have any industry defined term like definition. And so I recognized this almost 25 years ago, and I trademarked a term that I thought might clear it up, and at least it will clear it up for my clients and for my financial advisors working for me. So the other term that's kind of the dances with wealth management is comprehensive financial services. Yet another industry term that means different things to different people and has no industry definition. It is, again, a marketing term. So let me address this comprehensive financial services, wealth management, and I want to talk directly to financial advisors. My advice is to be very clear. What we need to do in the industry here is go for clarity. Now, when you're sitting down with a client and you're explaining what you do, well, look, if your firm says wealth management on the firm name, or if it says comprehensive financial services on your website, and there's really nothing you can do about that, okay, fine. What you need to do for the client is define specifically what that means. So you tell the client, look, we offer wealth management, and here's the definition of that. And it's, in essence, for this fee that you're paying us, here are the client deliverables that you will receive for wealth management. Now, having been inside the industry for decades, I can tell you most of the firms, when they say wealth management, they do mean investment management. But I can tell you from a client perspective, in their mind, what the client often thinks when they hear wealth management is comprehensive financial services. In other words, I'm hiring this firm and I want them to coordinate all of my wealth, not just my investments, but, everything. Yes, the investment management, but the financial planning, which involves planning towards my goals, that our family has financial objectives that require money and planning to achieve. And we thought when we were hiring a wealth management firm, they would manage our wealth towards our objectives. And that's not the case in every case. Tax planning, estate planning, all of that, in the mind of the client often thinks, when they see wealth management, that it'll be a comprehensive solution for their money stuff, that all their money is going to be planned out in all areas of finance. So this was something that was very obvious to me a couple of decades ago. So the term that I trademarked and that we utilize with our clients, and I've been working with financial advisors for over 20 years and training financial advisors. And so we train this methodology. And the thing that I have done is to trademark the term truly comprehensive financial services. So I added the word truly in front of comprehensive financial services. Now I've got a trademarkable term. And so truly comprehensive financial services at our firm and with the advisors that we train means a very specific thing to the clients. Now, let me define it for you. And if you're a client listening to this and your advisor has said, oh yeah, we're wealth managers, then you can go back to your advisor and ask them, is this what you mean? So truly comprehensive financial services means delivering 10 client deliverables every 12 months to every client. So we have a 142 point checklist. Those 142 items on the annual checklist cover the 5 areas of personal finance. That's, yes, investment management for sure. So investment management, financial planning, which is managing and planning towards goals set by the client. So investment management, financial planning, estate planning, tax, and risk and safety. So when I say risk and safety, yes, I'm talking about looking at reviewing the insurance annually to make sure that the client has the right kinds and the right amounts of insurance. But when you think in terms of risk and safety planning, it's, insurance just a small component. It's that every plan has risks associated with it. Some of it is investment risk. Some of it is, if a client of mine is a business owner, there may be liabilities related to the business. But all I'm saying is risk and safety is a separate category that we provide as a service to our clients. So the 10 client deliverables, in essence, boils down to approximately 2 client deliverables for each of the 5 areas of personal finance: investment, financial planning, insurance, tax, and estate planning. So, so on our team, we have a chartered financial analyst who's a money manager, who manages the money, the investments. We have a certified financial planner who sits down with the client, establishes the goals and the objectives for the client, and puts a plan together to achieve the goals. Then we have a certified public accountant, CPA, expert in tax, who creates a comprehensive written lifetime tax strategy. We have an estate planning lawyer on the team that creates a comprehensive written lifetime estate plan. And then finally, we have a risk and safety expert. Usually it's a retired executive from a major insurance company, but it could be an expert who's written a textbook on risk management. But at the end of the day, it's a fee-for-service expert who creates a comprehensive written lifetime plan for the risk and safety of this plan. And so you have these 5 plans created and updated annually. And then there are just lots of action items and recommendations that are required for the client to remain on track. So that's how we define truly comprehensive financial services. It involves all the areas of personal finance. It's updated annually. We are so proactive that if a client ever drifts off track slightly because of movements in the market or anything that comes into the plan that's unexpected, the client we guarantee the client will remain on track, because we will be the one informing the client that they've drifted off track, and we'll pull them in for a meeting, and we'll be prepared with all the recommendations to get the client back on track. So the bottom line client outcomes that a client can expect from truly comprehensive financial services are as follows. Number one, the client knows that they're always on track and they'll stay on track, because if they ever drift off track, we're going to pull them in and provide them recommendations to implement to get them back on track. So they're always on track to their goals. Number two, there won't be any surprises. And so this is the commitment that I make to my clients, and that as we train advisors, we recommend that all of our advisors make this commitment to their clients. There won't be any tax surprises. There will not be any planning surprises whatsoever. We are so proactive and we are so on top of your financial affairs, no surprises. So, and then the third is that we assure the client the outcome they can expect is that they will make better financial decisions in all areas of finance with our team in place than ever before using our team. So once our team is working for the client, it could be any area of finance, including major purchases or literally any financial decision. You know, they want to buy a vehicle. Should I pay cash? Should I finance? Should I lease the vehicle? Just anything related to the financial strategy, our team is on it, and we're on it in a very proactive way. So it's not just narrow investment management. I was talking to an advisor today, really, really nice guy, good guy, up in New England. I'd never met him before, but I get on the phone with him and immediately he apologizes for being a couple minutes late. We were set up to talk by Zoom. We were introduced through another way, and so I had a Zoom meeting with him, and he got on the Zoom call and he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. There was just some movement of the military in the Middle East, and now there's fears of escalation of war and terrorism, and so I immediately got 7 calls from my clients, and we're busy with the markets today." And I'm thinking, so I said, "What's your business model?" Because see, in our business model, there are no planning emergencies. Yes, there are world events like this guy's describing. And of course, we plan through all sorts of contingency situations, but it's long-term planning. So we don't, if there's some major world event or some economic news or political shock to the system, it might affect the long-term plan, but it's not going to affect it today. So there may need to be a course correction, but I asked this guy, I said, "So what's your business model?" And he said, "Oh, well, we help small business owners." I said, "Great. So what do you do for the business owners?" And he started talking to me about that they have a very unique investment strategy and they use futures and so forth. And I started to ask him, I said, "So it's investment management?" And he said, No, we help our clients kind of stay on track." And I said, "Stay on track to what?" And he said, "Oh, well, we have an accountant that here locally that we refer our clients to if they need tax strategies. And then we have an estate planning lawyer here locally that if the client needs estate planning, we refer to them." So he has a referral relationship. So the problem was I kept asking him, "Are you delivering comprehensive financial services?" And he said, "Yes." But then he kept coming back to, "I stick with the markets. I'm watching the markets all day, every day. And when things happen in the market, they have some kind of short-term strategy." And I'm saying that is not what I would define as truly comprehensive financial services. In my world, there is no client who might need tax planning. They all need tax planning. And there's no client that I would say, if you need estate planning, I'll refer you to somebody locally. No. Everybody needs estate planning. I mean, at some point you're going to be unable or unwilling to manage your own affairs at some point in the future. So there better be a plan in place. So in my world, truly comprehensive financial services envisions every contingency. We've already got a team in place. We've got accountants and estate planning lawyers and money manager. And it's just a very cohesive team that's literally overseeing everything and making sure that when something drifts off track, which it does, that we are right there proactively to course correct and get it back on track. So I think you'd agree that is a very specific definition for comprehensive financial services. Now, the question is, when your advisor says they offer comprehensive financial services or wealth management, which is, again, the marketing buzz term that I've seen so frequently in the last, 10 years. It's a vague term. You're going to do yourself a favor. If you're an advisor, you're going to do yourself a favor being clear with your clients as to what they can expect. And if you're a client, you're going to do yourself a favor if you get your financial advisor to very specifically define what do you mean when you say wealth management, and make them get down to, what are the outcomes I can expect as a client because I'm paying you this fee for wealth management. So I hope that helps. I'll probably end up having to do more videos on this term wealth management, but that's the issue that occurred to me today, mainly because I came across a very skilled, very nice investment manager who was honestly very unclear in his ability to describe to me, and I'm assuming to his clients, specifically what he does. So anyway, until next time, I'm Mark Little.